Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a Monday morning mop. That's right, the Moose Opinion Project here, coming to you Monday. Getting close to the 3/4 of the way through October already. Sun is going to be coming up shortly. It's going to be a beautiful day here in southwest Wisconsin. Temperatures and frost on the pumpkin this morning. Yes, there was frost on the truck. So, welcome to the mop, and welcome to Do You Really Have to Act That Way? So, we're going to start with the positive. Do you really have to act that way? We went and saw Paul McCartney, 83 years old, rocked the house. Unbelievable show. 3.5 hours of non-stop action. Unbelievable. Great pyrotechnics, great songs. Yes, his voice is as the night went on, it got a little rough, but hell, who cares? It was phenomenal. So those that made that possible, thank you. That show was out of sight. So then, we went up Friday, got home Saturday morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. Dad and I went to an establishment. We went to Anita's. We'll just say what it is. Anita's in Spring Green. Always phenomenal food. Pretty much always busy. Anita's is a place to go if you want good food. And yes, service can be a little slow at times. But it's not everybody's fault, okay? So if you order, and I wish I knew I wish I knew him better because I'd have called him out in person. Because being a dick in public doesn't work for me. Especially chewing out somebody that has nothing to do with transpiring what happened to you. So, gets his breakfast. And I'm talking to Dad, and he's just kitty corner for me. And he throws an absolute shit fit, as my mom would say, about his bacon. Because he ordered his bacon crisp. And according to his verbiage, it was more limp than a horse cock, which I don't know what that means. I don't even know how to use that in words that way, I guess. I've never used that to describe food either. It's not something, usually the word cock or a wiener, unless I'm ordering a hot dog, would come to play in terms of describing what's on your plate. But he is blasting the waitress. I should get what I ordered, and I ordered this, and I ordered that. Okay, let's be clear. I don't remember the last time that I ordered food from a waitress and she went back and cooked it. Okay, so come out the kitchen window. So she's apologizing. Can I take it back for you? We'll make it crispy like you want it. Sorry, it didn't come out that way. I'll do whatever I can to help you. Mind you, Anita's is packed. They got a lot of people. And this poor waitress had to sit and listen to this asshole. And I'm going to call him an asshole because it is what it is. And I'd say it to his face if I saw him again. And say he was an asshole. The waitress that delivers your food, the only time you might have a right to be upset with her or say anything to her would be if she spilled your food on you or spilled your pop on you or your water on you. But most generally, I'm going to fill you in on a secret because I came from being a sales manager. If you want to rip an employee, you would normally say, hey, can I talk to the owner or the manager, please? And you see how I said that? Please. I'd like to talk to them, please. Normally, the waitress then or waiter will go get them and bring them to your table. And you can tell them about your complaints, about your limp horse dick bacon, I guess is what you were calling it. Which, again, I have no idea how to describe that because I've never used that term to describe even bacon that's not crisp. See, to me, if I'd be a cook and you'd order crisp bacon, That shit's going to be rock hard and break. That's how I would think crisp. I don't like bacon that way. To me, it tastes oily and yuck. I want bacon to be cooked, and it can have crispy parts on the ends, but I like chewy bacon. That's why I don't usually have to worry about it. But to have a holy shit fit over bacon, and then you sit there and grumble the whole time, and you had two waitresses, and the other one that came over and said, hey, you know what, we're sorry, and obviously he's been there before, and hey, it wasn't your birthday on Tuesday, and you know what, we'll buy your meal for you. If that'll make you happy, yep, that'll do it. And then he sat there and grumbled the whole time, and she offered to take the bacon back twice, and she said, I'll even take it back there, get it, and bring it back to you. Nope, I don't do that. This is bullshit. I should get what I ordered when I order it. Okay, we understood that. The first time when you said your bacon was soft as a horse cock, okay, while you're sitting in the main portion of the dining room having your little shit fit. I'm trying to enjoy breakfast and lunch with my dad while you're over there grumbling and rumbling about your stupid bacon. And you're not allowing them to fix it, but when they bought it, so they bought your breakfast for you, the waitresses, okay? Then after you're done eating, you get up and walk out. You don't leave the waitress a tip. You don't do anything else. You just leave. See, that's where the next level asshole portion comes to me. Not only were you an asshole because you just bitched to a waitress that probably was having a rough day anyway, and you just made her day worse. So, Dad and I sat there. Service was, like I said, food was kind of a little slow, but it was great. The food was good. Everything was good. So I went and paid my bill. And because on this show I say, hey, take time to bless somebody's day, I decided that I guesstimated what his breakfast was at, and I threw the tip onto mine and said, here, no waitress should have to go what you went through. And so I tipped her what I would do for mine, plus the estimated for his. Because when you deal with some jackass like that, and then when he did what he did, see, this is why I probably wouldn't own a restaurant either, because I'd go to the guy and say, you know what, there's no need for you to come back here. Ever. Again. It was about bacon, for Christ's sakes. So it would have been perfectly fine to just go up to the guy and say, you know what, I don't need your kind here. Because none of my employees deserve to be tongue lashed the way you did to them. So, see you later. Because you left, not only did you get a free meal out of it, you didn't tip the people that tried to make you happy. The people that pissed you off, they had nothing to do with it. They were the people in the kitchen that might not have crisped your bacon enough to where you had your meltdown. So, the next time that you want to be a dick or a horsecock like you were, think about it twice and at least tip the people that tried to fix it, jackass. Because if I see you in public, you're a jackass. And that's all there is to it. So, that's how it works. If you're going to bitch about something and you're unhappy about service, especially at a restaurant, like I said, the only time you have the right would be if the waitress, and I wouldn't even blow up at that point. Would I be frustrated? And yeah, I would be. And I probably would never go back. But I also am one of the few that probably ever ask for a manager or the owner if there's a small place, but I ask for who's managing tonight? Can I talk to them? And let me ask you, the last time somebody was your waitress or waiter at a restaurant and they knocked it out of the park, I mean knocked it out of the park, when is the last time you said, hey, is your manager available? I'd like to talk to him. I had this happen at Hillsborough Brewing Company once. It was quite funny. The waitress knocked it out of the yard. I mean, it was phenomenal. And I said, hey, is your manager available? You should see the face when waitresses get when they have to go ask for the manager. Manager comes over and is like, yes, sir, can I help you? And you could tell she was a little worried. I said, I just wanted to let you know your waitress knocked it out of the park. And it was unbelievable, and we thank you. She's like, oh my gosh, I thought you were going to just... See, that's the problem we have, is when you ask for those kind of things, most people are going to go, oh, shit. So let's try to do something different. When people knock it out of the park, maybe try to pass that along too. Maybe, just maybe, it would be a good idea to start passing around some positivity versus all the negativity. So, the last portion I'm going to talk about. Did anybody see the clip of the ICE agent that got pulled over for DWI in Florida, or OWI in Florida? See, there again, dick. That's all there is to it. Oh, I work for ICE. Oh, congratulations. I work for, whatever they call that, defense, homes, whatever, security. And they're like, oh, yeah, so what? I need to see your ID. Are you really going to effing do this? Yeah, because you have 2 kids in the car. You're swerving. And you're a dick. Because you're being a dick. See, when you do that to cops, and you're just a dick in general, your life is going to at some time bite you in the ass. See, it's called karma. My mom explained karma a lot to me. And she said, Chris, you do your best every time. Treat everybody with respect. It'll come back around. And if you treat people like shit and you do everything else, that's going to come around too. And then this guy says, well, I'm going through a divorce and I'm going through hard times. And so you're really going to do this? Oh, by the way, are you Haitian? What the hell does that have to do with anything? Oh, diverting. That's right. Trying to make change. So now you're going to piss 2 cops off and the supervisor that's standing there. Smart decision. Because you're a dick. Yet everything coming. Younger kids, quit watching TikTok, quit watching YouTube reels, whatever, on these guys that say they know how to handle police officers and then follow them. Don't do it. Okay? Especially around local. I have a son that's a deputy. Most people know it. He's a K-9 deputy. And most people that come up to me and say, hey, met your son the other day. My first question is, oh, what'd you do? Because he doesn't visit local establishments in Richland County. He doesn't go around to any places like that because of people in town. So if your kids are being raised that law enforcement are assholes and dicks and whatever, it's going to be a long road for them. So to handle those kind of people, don't listen to the people that say you don't have to answer, just roll up your window, blah, 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 blah. It's kind of a telltale sign that you're probably going to end up not where you want to be. Just play it out. If the guy asks for your driver's license and your registration, hand him your driver's license and registration. It's not that hard. Especially if you're doing nothing wrong. So, to the ICE agent in Florida, congratulations. And you ended up where you belong. You were drunk, driving with kids in the car, and yep, you can blame them for taking your kids away, but they didn't. You had your kids taken away because of your behaviors. So, if you want to be treated like a dick, act like a dick. That's what I have to say today. Because the guy on Saturday at Anita's was the biggest jerk I've seen in a long time. And it wasn't right. Again. That's where I'm at. So, it doesn't help at all, the situation. When you start yelling, ranting, and raving, it's going to get you nowhere. Especially around me. I will turn my ears off, and if you tell me to F off and you're never going to come around again, don't expect me to change my attitude anytime soon. Not going to happen. Most likely never, because I don't really need that kind of energy around me. And I've passed that on to my kids as well. So, my kids were raised around a very black and white scenario, not gray. Which sometimes is not a good thing, but 99% of the time, it's all right. At least you know where they stand. So, take time today to bless somebody. That's where I'm going to end this. But big lesson. If you act like an ass, you're going to be treated like one, and so on. But next time, please take my challenge. If you have been treated out of the world as a waitress or waiter has taken care of you, take time to tell the manager that, hey, Jill, Bob, whatever, did a phenomenal job, just wanted you to know. Because A, managers don't hear that very often, and service staff and things like that don't hear it very often where it's portrayed to the next level. So, there we have it. Thank you for tuning into the Mop. Have a great day. Sun is starting to come out. As you can see, it's going to be a beautiful day here in Southwest Wisconsin. So take time today to bless somebody as well. Have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow morning.